What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Frank Valkyria here. Today we're doing another video following Johnny Depp on this adventure. Let's hope this adventure has a happy ending. And this is a audio which actually there are several audios which have been released in the trial. This one is part of those, and some of those audios they've been used but in snippets, so they haven't been played completely, but they're available for the audience both to download and to hear. I just chose this channel that re-uploaded, but those audios are also available, I think, on probably on the main website of the Virginia court, probably, or like should be somewhere there. Anyway, if I find out, I link it below. But I was listening to it, and for the first part there is a lot of nothing, and it's also empty. There's a lot of noise, and JD is playing a little bit of guitar at certain point. But then it captured my my ear when all of a sudden, I think she asked Johnny for a Uber or something. So Johnny calls I think the security or the driver, but she doesn't want a driver. She's taking a Uber. But anyway, then she's gone. He started playing guitars a little bit of slide guitar. Actually, I wish that the audio was a little bit better and he played a little bit more guitar. That was actually kind of cool. At least for me, that I'm a singer as well. So anyway, we hear all of a sudden she's coming back, and it seems like either she's asking him to help her out with some packages or whatever. So you hear that he has the phone somewhere, so you hear the movement. But now they're coming back into the house, it seems. And I just want you to pay attention to her voice. I missed this part. Let's go together. I think there's also a part that you've heard already, but let's go. Okay, they're coming back in.
You were coming in through the drive. He was just outside the drive.
Thank you so much.
Already when she says thank you so much, there's a tone in her voice that I couldn't explain right away, but then when I heard the rest, it made sense. That tone didn't seem genuine when she said, oh, thank you so much. Feels like much more, you will see. I thank you so much, like in spite, you know, like a little bit with spite.
What? What?
You see, and then she goes like, what? What? Like immediately with this tone. She's quite aggressive, actually. Just want you to hear this again.
I'm sure. Well, you believe you were coming in through the drive. He was just outside the drive.
Thank you so much. What? What? What?
He says something like fucking. He's probably a little bit upset about something.
Smart ass.
And she says something like smart ass.
What else do you fucking have?
What else? Something fucking with this.
Fucking cocky bullshit. You gonna fucking lay over your fucking shallow brain.
She's cursing a lot. It's interesting to hear the tone that she goes like, you know, this fucking bullshit, like really this deeper tone, almost masculine, you know, not empathetic at all. Liar and shallow, I understood.
Don't bring men into my fucking sucker. Don't bring men into my place.
Fucking.
You heard, you know, see sucker, and he says something like, "Don't bring it into my face," something into his face.
Cock sucking. Fucking child. Don't fucking teach me. Came over here for fucking nothing. You're embarrassed. You fucking suck your own dick.
Everything.
Wow, go fuck, you know, go suck your own D. I mean, honestly, I heard this, the tone in her voice, it's mean. It's really mean. Like, it almost frightened me, actually, when, in the way that I'm like, whoa, is this, like, I don't know what happened exactly the contest, but whatever altercation you might have before or you coming from, like, this is a tone that it's like full of spite, like, this is not a tone of of somebody that has still a shred of, I don't know, like, sympathy towards her man or something.
It's fine until it doesn't go your way. And
Hear
then
me?
when it doesn't go
Suck
your way,
your own
I'm in trouble.
dick.
And you know what?
Suck.
I don't need you. I don't want your
Suck
kind of
my
woman.
dick.
I don't want your kind of woman.
Suck my dick.
I don't want your kind of
Suck
woman.
my dick.
I
Hey, guess what?
might have.
Suck your dick.
Suck my dick or yours?
Yeah.
I don't want that kind of woman, and she keeps going like, suck your own dick, and it's really interesting because the tone, you can almost see the picture of her leaning over him or towards him, with dominance. That's that kind of behavior where she both like goes softer with this type of threat, and at the same time then she also intensifies the energy, like she's ready to blow, she's ready to go into a rage. And he's there like trying, not to be too soft, but at the same time he's actually quite soft, because probably already knows that he's trying to kind of set some type of boundaries, but at the same time it feels like it's already escalating from her side.
Find another dick to suck. So will you. Huh? What'd you say? You wait? Huh?
Again, it's hard for you to understand. I said English.
You had no reason to come over here.
Yeah, no shit. I made a big mistake. I wish I had fucking had it.
I made a big mistake. I wish I had fucking had it or something like that.
I wish I fucking hadn't. I wish I fucking hadn't bought into any of your fucking lies, your bullshit, your sober fucking presence, your fucking goodness, your sweetness, all the lies. I wish I hadn't bought into the months of you being you. I wish I hadn't bought into the promises. I wish I hadn't fucking thought I could have kids with you. You're a fucking kid yourself. I wish I hadn't bought into any of the lies you sold. Talk about fake bill of goods. You're the biggest you're the biggest.
Wow. This is fascinating because this is really gaslighting 101, really. It's really implanting into his head, like distorting his reality, like, I wish I didn't buy into you being fakely nice. I wish I didn't buy into you, like having kids with you, or like he's basically accusing him of all those things, which most likely aren't true. But you can tell a lot from the tone of her voice. It's combative, it's full of spite, it's angry, and again, another proof through a simple part of an audio where you can realize that this woman, first of all, she's not afraid of this guy and is ready to go. She's ready to go. She's already, you can feel that she's almost ready to get something and just throw at him.
Fucking seller of fake fucking bill of goods. Talk about presenting yourself as
I
something
did
you're
myself
not.
as a fake
Suck my
seller
dick.
of goods.
Suck my
I
dick.
fucking you left nothing and I've left
Suck my
everything.
dick.
So suck
Suck
your
my
dick.
You left nothing and I left everything.
Go on.
Which is probably your next
Suck.
move, because it's what
Suck
you
it.
fucking need. No, I don't want to suck your dick. I don't want nothing to do with your
Oh,
fucking
because I really
midsection.
need something.
I want nothing to do with whatever sexual. I suppose this is probably towards the end.
Get it, man?
Because I need something. Go on.
Huh?
Fucking fuck yourself.
Yeah,
No shit, I don't. Go suck your dick.
I don't want to.
Try it. It's gonna be the only thing you have.
really true, Amber.
Actually, it kind of is.
It kind of is? What are you talking about? You've been doing some
No,
research?
no. What?
Oh, is it? What is it?
No, I'm sure Rochelle's available. Call
I
her up.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
she's available.
Call her up. So she's not like. It's funny because it's also that kind of dynamic, like, where I suppose she's showing him that she's not jealous at all of him, whatever he does. Like, you know, his action, like, for instance, like pursuing another woman will have absolutely no effect on her. And it's, of course, it's a dynamic that you might recognize if you're have experienced many relationship or many lovers, or I'm sure some of you out there like me, they've gone into similar things, not to this extent, I have to admit, but certain human dynamics are recognizable.
Maybe she is.
I'm sure she is.
We'll see.
I'm sure she is.
I'll let you know.
Oh, I'm sure she is. I'm sure her for her yoga vlog.
That fake laugh. That fake
Oh,
laugh is too
she's-
much to take.
No.
A fake laugh is too much to take. Oh, Johnny, you were right about that, and also about her acting skills on the stand. There was too much to take.
Oh, I'm sure she's.
That fake laugh is so disgusting.
I'm
man.
sure she's great. I'm sure she's great.
I'm thinking that you can give me some
No.
of the best performances in
No,
the
no,
fucking
you're
tragedy.
right. I don't. It's all about performance.
It's about performance.
You're right. It's all a performance. You know, she's actually right on that one as well. She probably was performing for 5 years.
Oh, Amber, I don't regret. I don't regret.
Oh, what else?
I
What
don't
else
regret.
don't you do? Oh,
I-
come on.
I don't
B
regret.
words.
No, I
Come
don't
on.
regret.
Lay it on me. What else? What else other thing do you want to add?
Can't talk to
You
you when you
fucking
sound
lying
like
piece
Fozzie
of shit.
Bear.
What? Oh,
It's like
no,
a
I
kid's show.
want to know.
Get
I
out.
want to know.
Get out, you
This part we have heard. This part.
Who's
I'm
that?
kind of waiting. You go get it.
Yeah, I'll be in.
Wait, is there no other place for you to run in your 15 other houses to go run? Come on, go be a real married man. Go deal with your shit the way that a man does. Go run to the next house.
I wish I didn't
Every
know.
man does.
Yeah.
Go.
Go to Vanessa's house. Wow. It's like telling, like, you know, to go back to his wife, run back with the tail behind, you know, between his legs. I heard this part, I think, in another video that we did, but I didn't know that this video was connected, this audio was connected with all the rest. Gives a little bit more context, and also it's interesting to see how she kind of also, I would say, like, she has those moments of kind of fake intimacy where she's sort of like, you know, like drawing him in, you know, before then like lashing out again.
Run away. I know it's
With
hard to
your
look at yourself.
fucking ridiculous
I know.
plan.
It's
Your
hard.
panicked fucking plan.
It's hard. It's hard.
Screwing everybody else
Poor
over to
thing.
get
You're
your
right.
fucking.
I tried.
get what
That's
you
what I
want.
do.
You're the most spoiled fucking brat.
You're the most spoiled fucking breath. Wow.
And you got everybody out here almost
Oh,
full, but it
you're
don't
right,
last
you're
long.
right.
You got everybody out here almost fooled. Wow. Well, it's not lasting very long anymore.
I'm
I've been here a
sorry.
lot longer
You're
than
right.
you,
You got it
because
figured out.
You don't have figure out what you have to offer as opposed to going out and get your tits out.
You're right. That's what I do.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
London Fields is excellent.
You're right. You're right.
Excellent choice.
Back to that. Well, I wonder what we else. I wonder what else we can reach for in the last 6 years. Oh no, it was 4 years ago. You're right. I'm sure there's other things you can find.
You see, there are moments where they almost seems like they're playful. You know what I mean? And they might do this as a sort of perhaps also ritual in courting each other. You know, that there might be like some kind of strange, quirky dynamic in how they probably build themselves up to maybe having sex or something like that. I don't know. I have that sense sometimes, but it doesn't feel, like I said, it feels like it's a sort of like technique, you know, like to lure him in and then bam.
So loud.
No, I'm not laughing.
Or, no, matter of fact,
I'm
laugh
not
here.
laughing. I'm not. It's
Oh.
serious. I'm sure you can find other things.
I know. And stripping. Man, well, there's always that. You can
You're
always
right.
go back
You can
to
write
that
a book.
for
You can
another-
write a book.
for another
I
10
know you can
minutes.
write a book. Oh, is this gonna be good for your book?
If Johnny Depp writes a book, I tell you right now, I'm gonna be one of the first that buys it.
Oh, should I have you sign an NDA for your book?
You don't even
Your
make-
book.
You're
Is
not
this
gonna-
gonna be good for your book?
You won't even
Is this
make
gonna be
it
good
a
for your book? Hey,
I'll write what I
Hey,
want. I'll
I
write
have a
what
good
I want.
idea.
I write what
How
I
about you
want.
sell more of your journals? You're not a sellout or anything. Let's sell your journals. Oh, wait.
Hey,
Hey, no,
Yeah,
you're
you
not
don't wanna
watching.
sell
No,
out.
no, you're not selling
wanna
out.
sell out,
no,
Magic Mike.
No,
You don't wanna
yeah,
sell
'cause
out.
no one does
No,
21
man.
Jump Street when they're in their 20s. No, you're right. That's not selling out. No.
Hey, what's wrong with 21 Jump Street? I liked it when I was a kid. Was one of the first series that got me to like Johnny Depp. What's the big deal, huh?
When you're in your 20s, you should really know what you want. Like
By the
selling
way-
your journals.
By the way, if you didn't know who the fuck I was,
You're right. Go sell your journals like a real non-sellout.
See, it's so fascinating because she's literally like no one in terms of career, right? Even at this point, honest to God, when I watched Aquaman, I didn't even know was her in the movie. Like, I didn't know who that was, honestly. And I actually got to know after all of part of this came out. I was like, oh, really? That was it. You know, really not memorable. So, and it's really interesting to see how she's playfully, but like still demeaning him all the time. And we're talking of freaking Johnny Depp. He's probably at this point 50, with an accolade of movies and indie movies on his shoulder, and you are what exactly?
55-year-old. Or, I'm sorry, 52,
6.
51. I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point.
No,
I don't think
it
so.
really doesn't.
I don't really think so.
It's 51.
But you're
yeah.
right. I mean, hey, at least I didn't do like a TV show where I was heartthrob in my 20s. God, that would be like embarrassing.
See, it's demeaning him about doing like a teeny throb TV show. That TV show was cool. It also was the 80s, you know? No problem at all.
If only I was with someone in their 50s that could point that out to me. Magic Mike, you're right. When you play a non-sexualized object. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You're right. You got me. You got it all figured out. If
You don't
only I
even
could
know
be-
what movies I've done.
If only I could
You
be
haven't
like
even
you.
taken an interest.
If only I could
You
be
know,
like
but I had
you.
to
If
watch
only
your
I
fucking-
could be like you.
I had to watch your fucking direct and you trying to like
You're a joke.
spew
You're
out
a
these fucking
joke.
lines.
You're a joke. You're a joke.
Yeah, I'm the joke in the industry, Amber.
What'd you say?
I'm
What'd
the
you
joke.
say?
I'm the joke in the
I'm
industry.
sorry, I can't really hear you. I'm sorry. The reruns of all my bullshit are playing too loud for me to hear you. I'm gonna just go.
Those reruns are the only thing left in your career for sure. So keep them. Remind yourself, remember them well. Those reruns of your bullshit in your head. That's all you're gonna have left. It's so interesting that Johnny at a certain point here says like, you haven't even taken an interest. And he means like, you haven't even taken an interest in all my indie stuff. You know, all my movies. Which has so many, which are great, you know. I mean, that man is one of my favorite of Jim Jarmusch. Of course, Jim Jarmusch is also one of my favorite directors. But he was great in that movie. That movie is absolutely great. If you have never heard of the Neil Young soundtrack to that movie, go check it out. And she's like, you know, and he goes like, I'm the joke in this industry. And she goes like, you know, like demeaning him. It's unreal, actually, that this is real in their relationship, you know, that she wanted to have this position of dominance on a guy that has like a freaking almost like 35 years career almost of great success, probably like 2-3 Oscar nominations, and she's like trying to play this kind of role of making him feel small. Wow.
Pedal my way back. Sorry, I can't hear you.
And it takes a psychiatrist to understand that she has some issues. Wow.
Aquaman.
Oh, 21, whatever it was.
I was
No one remembers anymore.
I was 20.
No one cares. You fucking
Washed up piece of shit.
What? What?
Washed up piece of shit.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, what?
Your jealousy's so tragic.
I'm sorry.
Your jealousy's so tragic.
Finally, he tells her, your jealousy is so tragic. Oh man, I want to give an applause to Johnny. Finally, thank you for reminding her to be in her place.
Fucking like
I can't hear
thinking
you.
that I'm going on a road with a
Turn on my
band.
aid. I can't hear you. Tell me how to be you again and perfect. Cause you got it all figured
Die.
out. Tell me how to do it.
Die.
You got it so figured out. Wait, tell me
But
everything
you
you
really
know,
do.
Sensei.
Really?
Tell me.
What you got
Tell
coming
me
up?
how to do it
What
then,
you got
because you
coming
were
up?
the
Because
one
all these
criticizing
directors
me
are
for it.
real interested in you.
No.
Wow, you know what worries me is the fact that she's so getting under his skin also, that kind of playing this game because she needs this type of drama. It most likely it's not him needing this type of drama. She needs this type of drama. Fuels probably her anger, her ego, whatever that is. And you know, like you see also Johnny adapting a little bit with this type of game in the way they talk to each other, right? And this is also, in my opinion, of course I'm not an expert, but another like sign or symbolic something very to keep in mind to I want to say when you deal with a narcissist, you know, like I want to say this is sort of their power, you know, like they're capable of first of all changing the perception in your head of yourself even, and kind of you start to adapt to the way they kind of command this interaction between the two.
Yeah. Yeah, my talk's at Universal to fix your ass up or whatever
You're right.
it was.
You did so much for me.
I'm still doing it.
You did fuck all for me.
All right.
And by the way, one thing I actually asked for your help on. Shit. You did
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
And that was the only thing I never asked for your help on. So, let's talk about how much you fucking helped me, mister. I got it all figured out because I didn't do stupid movies ever. I didn't ever make a mistake. I did perfect
I didn't
all the
say
time.
that.
Oh no! At least you didn't do a movie where you were like,
Get out, man. You're belligerent.
yeah, you got it all figured
You're
out.
belligerent,
You
man.
didn't do Magic Mike. You fucking got it all figured out, man. You just did TV shows and fucking whatever movies. You did it.
Wow, that's amazing. Literally, this guy helped her getting a movie role, and instead of freaking going on her knees, it's like, hey, thank you, man. I mean, on her knees as a figure of speech, of course. But what I'm trying to say is that, of course, he didn't have to do it. And of course, when you get into a position to your husband, it's a very well-respected known actor, there are doors opening, right? And instead of being happy, you're mocking him. Like you didn't need his help. Wow, that's freaking crazy.
All right, Sensei, fucking master of fucking cinema. God, if ever I could be so perfect.
No, I did
But
what you did,
since
but I
you
get
did
it
all
better.
that shit, thanks for helping me with my thing that you got me in trouble with. Thanks. Let me take the rat for that. and then not help me.
Got you in trouble
Yeah,
with.
thanks, big man. Big man.
What was
big
it?
Big fucking man.
What did I get you in trouble with?
Big man.
You don't even know.
Our dogs that you brought into the country with me for your movie on your fucking plane, and then you let your fucking wife take all the shit for it. Thanks. Oh, just like the home wrecker shit that you never fucking rectified.
Get out of my
Wow, this is crazy because now it's well known and documented that she wanted to bring the dog. She brought the dog there herself and was told against it, and she brought it anyway, and he's blaming him. Again, gaslighting him about this as well. What a thing. It's unbelievable. Actually, you learn so much listening to this. You really don't need to go through a whole process to the whole trial. Like, you just listen part of this thing and you go like, oh, what?
fucking life.
You're a coward. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Don't-
And you fucking go suck my fucking dick like everyone else who fucking sucks yours. Go fucking suck my dick. You fucking cowardless, ballless piece of shit.
I want nothing
You,
to do with
I
it.
don't want anything to fucking do with you. You don't want fucking something to do with you. You think I want that fucking old ass fucking piece of shit?
Ah.
Fuck you. You're a fucking joke, man. And you're an embarrassment that I even came here and wasted my time trying to get you back.
Good. Go deal with that. Watch that wide load, bro.
Wow. Again, John is a fucking saint. I swear to God, I'm like, whoa, like talking to me like this. I think I've, I don't want to say stuff. We come from Naples. We deal with stuff in a different way.
What do you want to say? What do you want to say?
I was thinking that poor little Amber.
Something else?
All she
You wanna
wanted to
say?
do.
No, I want to hear what else.
Hey, what was the posters
Oh,
on your
wait, you
wall
don't
when you were a kid?
Rosie the fucking Riveter. What were yours? Rosie the Riveter too? Or you want to know because you're interested in me?
Well, I think Mom had some different ideas of what you have.
Ask her. Call her. Call her. Let's see what she says. I want to know.
I've spoken to her.
Ask her. Ask her. Call her right now.
No, it's not.
No, I think you should. She's up.
You think we should-
Always challenging him. Every single time. I mean, the more you listen to this stuff, the more you just like, first of all, you're drained. It's like this guy, the patience that he had, no wonder he was like fixing himself all the time or getting worse with drinking and other stuff. I mean, having to deal with this type of behavior every other freaking time or day or whatever, I mean, this is absurd. Like, wow.
Should I?
Call her.
You
Oh,
can't
you can't understand me. That's okay. You can't understand me. How about you call her? CALL. Call her. Why don't you pick up the
In
phone?
my own time, I will.
FONO. Why don't you pick up the phone?
F-O-N-O.
Yeah, El Fono. And call her. God, if only I could spell it out for you.
Oh, I wish you
Well, words are so hard for me.
could.
Let me try again. FONN? FONE, sorry. Silly me. When did you pick up the
Isn't that an H somewhere in between? Alright guys, I want to stop right here. Maybe I upload another part of the video. Those videos are long, but it was very interesting to listen. And there is another 4 hours audio that came out. It's part of what was deposed, so it's also, you can freely download that as well. I'll try to go through it tomorrow to see if there are more interesting parts, because also this audio, the first like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, basically was nothing. So we'll figure out tomorrow. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts as well. And also, if there is something that you know that I've missed somewhere, please bring it to my attention. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Always spread love. Ciao.